Hi guys, it's me Lewis, and today I'm here to do a little rant video on none other than Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yes, the game that cannot stop getting itself into controversy after controversy, fuck up after fuck up, that Assassin's Creed. So, let's rewind the clock back to last year, shall we? Of course, everyone remembers that Ubisoft announced a new Assassin's Creed game that was going to take place in the historical events of feudal Japan, which a lot of people got quite excited for. Up until when people saw the trailer, that's when they realized that not only did they change the historical events for modern day politics, but they threw in a race-swapped character named Yosuke that never even existed to begin with in said historical events of feudal Japan. And the results of this led to nothing but huge backlash from both the West and the East and the Eastern regions alike, because Ubisoft thought it'd be a great idea to merge random fucking cultures together as well. And what do I mean by that? They were mixing shit in from Chinese mythology to Mongolian mythology, all this type of shit in feudal Japan, hoping people wouldn't fucking notice, which to me is kind of fucked up, if I'm gonna be honest with you. And to be fair, the Japanese got incredibly pissed off with this, and to be fair, I don't blame them. They have every right to be pissed off. So much so that they have gone out of their way to contact their own government to sue Ubisoft for this. Very similar to the Egyptian government threatening to sue Netflix with the whole Cleopatra documentary situation a few years back. Oh, but the controversies don't stop there, ladies and gentlemen, because believe you me, it gets much fucking worse. Fast forward a few months after that, Ubisoft presented some little statues and little antiques that you can buy if you pre-order the digital collector's edition of Assassin's Creed Shadows. And it turns out one of them in particular practically ripped off merchandise ideas from that one anime known as One Piece. And the second merchandise that they didn't rip off, but rather pissed off Japan even more, is by adding chibi versions of the two main characters, which by the way Yosuke was cut from the game, by the way, spoiler alert. They decided to add a half Japanese gaze behind them. Yes, half, not the full thing. And it turns out that half gaze is actually a reference to a statue in either in Nagasaki or Hiroshima, where one of those cities got heavily nuked during World War II. And again, this game is supposed to take place in feudal Japan during the 11th or 12th century. Not the 20th fucking century, Ubisoft. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. And it doesn't get any better either, because again, since they've gone above and beyond to literally hire DEI consultancy writers to fuck up the entire historical events based on this one particular region. One of the writers in particular has gone quite viral for her very controversial ways of thinking about what people need to do in their sexual lives. And who is this woman, you may be asking yourselves? Well, this chick in particular goes by a name of, this, but we're just gonna call her Hori, because her first and middle name are so fucking hard to pronounce. I've trust me, I've tried. Believe you me, I've really fucking tried. But Hori is apparently known to be a quote unquote professor on Japanese history, culture, and literature. But of course, not only did that turn out to be an absolute lie, making her a complete fraud in the process, but apparently she has wrote one or two fucking sick and fucked up romance novels involving young boys, yes, young boys, being sexually assaulted. Yes, you heard that correct. This is the type of people Ubisoft is fucking hiring, and with Hori, it doesn't stop. The controversy does not stop there with her. Apparently, she had an interview a few years before she got hired by Ubisoft. Sorry, where she actually admitted that yes, she is from Japanese origin. That is true, But the thing is, she couldn't give two fucks less about learning about Japan's history because she was too busy having fucking mummy issues because dear old mummy was a fucking prostitute back in the 70s and 80s when she was working at a stripper bar riding men's dicks for quick cash. Accidentally getting pregnant not once, not twice, but 4 fucking times. Where Hori is now mentally fucking damaged because she can't come to terms with the fact that her mum was, and probably still is, a fucking whore. And she has gone far lengths to not only write a book, but again, in that said interview, she wants people to embrace this type of depravity. She wants everyone to embrace her fucked up intentions on why sexualizing children, especially young boys, is okay in her fucking mindset. Bitch, fuck off. You need fucking help, sweetheart. Believe you fucking me. You've got some serious fucking mummy issues. Not daddy issues, because there was no dad in her life. But again, thinking about it now, when you have someone like Hori working on the writing for this fucking game as a consultancy hire, if you go back and read the news articles involving Ubisoft's sexual harassment and assault allegations, it all starts to make fucking sense. But of course, over the last several years, Ubisoft has done nothing but pull out flop after flop after flop after flop. For example, Skull and Bones, the quote-unquote quadruple A fucking game, the first ever quadruple A game ever made that nobody fucking gave a shit about. X-Defiance, the game that Ubisoft promised that they would keep the online servers up for a good 10 years. Fast forward several months later, boom, it's gone, it's dead, servers shut down. Assassin's Creed 6, nobody gave a shit. That one Rainbow Six game that called I think it was called Rainbow Six Quarantine or some shit like that. I don't fucking remember. Again, nobody fucking remembers that shit, and again, forgotten about completely. The the Crew series is already on the brink of death. Tom Clancy's The Division 1 and 2, boring ass fucking games. And the only 2 fucking titles that did so well for Ubisoft in modern times is the Mario Rabbids series, as well as the fucking Starlink Star Fox crossover. But unfortunately, Nintendo isn't interested in buying out Ubisoft. Oh, no, sorry. Instead, the top corrupt Chinese government-owned corporation, Tencent, is looking into buying out Ubisoft if Assassin's Creed Shadows becomes a colossal failure, which is most likely going to be. And this is what actually scares me to death when it comes to companies like both Tencent and their corporate allies, NetEase, because they actually go above and beyond to collect users' data and sell it off to their Chinese overlords. And again, this should be the prime example on why the Western market needs to fucking fix themselves. Because again, rivals from other regions can easily take over said Western market and take advantage on actually collecting data from their users and try to normalize that shit into law. But of course, again, despite the fact that America has gone out of their way to basically claim that Ubisoft is a dangerous Tencent is a dangerous fucking company to their political ideals and their marketing ideals, which, let's be real, that's only like half the fucking truth. At the same time, though, Europe isn't going to do the same fucking shit. Isn't going to do the same fucking shit by banning them like America did in their country. Because Ubisoft will take advantage of this, even though despite the fact that they were collecting users' data anyway and selling it off to Chinese overlords anyway. But the point is that again, rival corporations that are government funded will go above and beyond to take advantage of that opportunity once that company dies off. And when it does, again, kiss Ubisoft goodbye. It won't be the fucking hell. Despite the fact that it never was the same as it used to be. They will never be the same once they're bought out by another said corporation. It's that fucking simple. And here's a lesson that needs to be fucking learned from this, right? Just because you have a big, large corporation that makes hundreds, if not millions of dollars almost every fucking year or month or day or whatever the case may be, regardless on what the product is, if you make one slight fuck up that that causes a negative impact, whether it's revolved around politics or pissing off your consumer base to try and approach a new audience, then guess what? That said audience that loved giving you money will give you that massive middle finger telling you to go fuck yourself. And speaking of people telling those to go fuck themselves, you have dickheads on social media, mainly Reddit, going above and beyond to defend shit like Assassin's Creed. And my response is no. Like again, Japan has every right to be pissed off. Japanese citizens have every right to be fucking pissed off, because that's, like, again, what they've changed does not make any fucking sense. It does not in line with historical events from centuries past. And again, can you imagine if Ubisoft went above and beyond to make a new Assassin's Creed game if they survive this financial flop of a game, right? Imagine the next Assassin's Creed game involves a transgender Muslim. Can you imagine the Muslim community losing their fucking shit over that, and not only sending them death threats, but also going down towards that company itself to not only pull the trigger, but possibly stab a few blades into them? I guarantee you right now, Ubisoft would be shitting themselves if they had the fucking balls to pull that shit off. And believe you me, that is a fucking horrible idea. It's already bad enough. We have Assassin's Creed Shadows on the rise, and it's coming out in a few months. And believe you me, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be one hell of a clusterfuck. Alright guys, that's all I have time for, so don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what are your thoughts on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Do you think it's going to be a flop? Do you think Ubisoft might actually pull through? Do let me know in the comment section. Okay guys, peace out.